politics coming from a view of the streets. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter. What it do?
What it do?
Talk to us, the hood view politics. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Everybody don't know we from the DMV area. You know what I'm saying? Dog? People to be tuning in, just in case you don't know where you're from and shit, you know?
Right.
You know?
Straight out the hood, you know. I'm straight out of Palm Park, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how he does that.
So you know, ain't nothing but hood.
Lady, been so much going on in politics, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy. First of all, we already knew that these motherfucking Supreme Court was gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
We already knew that eventually.
Yeah. We already knew that. It's just they just I don't even know what to say.
See, Trump stacked this joke when people wasn't paying attention. Everybody
right.
Nonsense. But Republicans waiting for they had more people than Democrats so they can do dumb shit.
Right. And now, like you see that video of Elizabeth Warren? She was having a fit.
Oh yeah.
She was having a straight. That's what they've been trying to do all this time. Yeah, that's what they've been trying to do all this time.
Exactly. We've been trying to tell y'all that. Well, she been trying to tell you that too, though.
But see, what this does now is it puts Roe v. Wade in the center of the midterm elections. Because if Republicans get the House and the Senate back in the midterms, well, you're still safe because whatever they try to do, president can veto that. Bam, veto, get that out of my face. But if man, yeah, this one. But see, this one you about to have women out there. Women gonna be lined up around the corner in the midterms to vote. So
I don't know, it's gonna be hard because, for example, most people don't really know what Roe v. Wade even is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or what it even what it even matters to them, you know what I'm saying? Like before girls was motherfucking sticking hangers up in their ass and hiding in the alley. You know what I'm saying, dog?
With a vacuum cleaner hose up there.
Behind the
whatever.
trash and shit. You're like,
you know what I'm saying? But man, this is
they don't get that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they telling you, they telling you now, if you go out here and you get knocked up by that no good nigga, ain't shit, or you out here freaking and you done got knocked up, you stuck with it.
No bullshit.
It ain't no alternative. You having that.
No bullshit.
It's gonna be a whole lot of damn. I can't believe I got pregnant by that motherfucker right there.
And then there's a lot of reasons where a woman want an abortion. It's like I don't know. I'm with I don't know, man. I just feel like they should make their own fucking decision. Why would you worry about that?
Right. I don't agree with abortion and all that, but it's your right. It's your body. It's a decision you got to make and a decision you got to live with. So, who am I to tell you how to run your life? You know what I'm saying? Like I was just saying, you like to just been out here freaking, one night you just had to get your thing on, and some no good motherfucker just having to be on hand. And the condom bust.
That'll be a problem.
That'd be a problem.
For sure.
That'd be a big old problem.
Now, like,
So, you know,
what we made, like, people don't understand, like we were just saying, women will stick hangers up in their ass behind trash can and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, like, what was this? In 1873, it was a law called Comstock, where it made it illegal to sell like rubbers and shit like that. You couldn't sell none of that. You couldn't sell pills and shit that would stop abortions and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's before they made abortion outlaw. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a long struggle with this shit.
But
so
see,
go ahead.
What's gonna happen when? I ain't gonna say when, but if say they overturn Roe v. Wade, and then you can't go to a good doctor and get a procedure done. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a outbreak of all these little back alley shade tree doctors out here doing procedures in the basement or whatever, you know. Exactly. So you gonna have, I mean, that's gonna lead to a real problem, because I mean, you see what's going on with these women out here, or these broads out here going to these bootleg doctors getting butt injections. What's gonna happen when they start going to a bootleg doctor getting abortions? That ain't a good look.
Hell yeah. When you think about that, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good look at all.
Not good.
So that's not good at all. That is,
like you said, everybody got their own reasons for getting abortions and shit, though.
Right.
My thing is, we don't want them hide nowhere to sticking shit up in the air. We just don't want that.
Right. I mean, I ain't one to tell you what to do with your own body, you know, but Republicans seem to think, you know, they can tell a woman what to do. Okay, y'all gonna sexually harass them 1 minute, then when you knock them up, you're gonna force them to have the baby. What kind of shit is that?
That's crazy, yo.
You know? Y'all out here.
And in Texas, a woman in her early 20s sought to terminate an unwanted pregnancy. Her name was McCalvey, who had grown up in a difficult, impoverished situation. Previously had birthed twice and given it up, which they outlawed. So her name was McCalvey. Pregnancy in 1969 abortion was legal in Texas, but only for purposes of saving women's lives. So in Texas, it's still a loophole where you can get abortions, but you had to be saving somebody's life to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even though after that they outlawed that too. You know what I'm saying? So that was brought on Roe v. Wade because it was ladies out there joint struggling on their health and hiding abortion.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you got cases, I mean, rape. Okay, you can tell me if a woman through no fault of her own got raped and got pregnant, you gonna force her to have that baby? Come on, that ain't good.
Exactly.
Or in the case of incest, I mean, come on. You gonna tell me if the father knock up the daughter, you gonna force the daughter to have the baby?
Exactly.
Come on.
That's the whole problem with this. You gotta let these people make their own decision, bro.
Yeah, it's too much. You know, you open up a can of worms. You opening up a Pandora's box right there. So, you know, hey, whether you agree with it or not, it's a personal decision. That's the way I feel about it. It's a personal decision. You know, it's a decision you got to live with, no matter how I feel, no matter how Mitch McConnell feel, no matter how Clarence Thomas feel, you know, or Samuel Alito feel.
Anyone of bums.
Right. And then you put this, and then this broad, what's the one that Trump just put on? Amy Coney Barrett. Come on. That's some
They wanted to vote down the black lady, but let her in.
Right. But you won't let her in.
Remember the other one they put up? The bitch ain't had no experience, none of that. It was
None.
so bad they couldn't even put her up. I forgot her name.
None. That broad
she
shouldn't even been a high school.
I think it was
high
Bush,
school teacher.
It was one of Bush friends or some shit he did. It was some dumb shit, bro.
Man, them people crazy. But this was all they was aiming for. The overturn Roe v. Wade. And the next thing they're gonna go after is voting rights and affirmative action.
Exactly.
When they get Roe v. Wade, if they get Roe v. Wade out the way, it's gonna be assault. They took care of women. It's gonna be assault on black people and minorities. It's gonna be coming hard then because they're going after affirmative action. They're already going after voting rights. So come on.
So like you say, it's funny how you got a black Supreme Court justice as Biden, yet they planning to overturn Roe v. Wade. But you gotta understand, right? The Supreme Court is a numbers game. Like her vote was not gonna be for taking down no fucking, you know what I'm saying, Roe v. Wade. That's not gonna be her vote.
It's gonna be all the conservative justices versus all the liberal justices. You already know what's coming. So
that's how it's gonna be.
Ain't no whole lot of you already know how to it's strictly along party lines. Anybody that Bush or Trump put in there voting to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Exactly. It's a numbers game. That's
so
why
after
they don't want the Democrats to add another person to the Supreme Court. Not just add a person when somebody leave, add another number. Like it's 9 there. Yeah. They don't want the Democrats to add 2 more people, like 11 Supreme Court.
And like this chunk, with the majority leader, one of them, this chump trying to fix it so Biden can't put up another nominee. Come on, man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Right, you can't do that. Also, you're just gonna take away a right or a privilege that every other president had. Let's see. We're up to 46, 45.
You gotta remember they stole the joint from Obama. The same kind of way. Oh, you can't do nothing while we vote for Congress. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. But yet they turn around. Oh, it's different now. How the hell is different? Y'all doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing you criticize that man for. Come on.
Now I don't know if you heard Whoopi Goldberg go off on The View about the
No, I ain't seen that.
So I'm gonna let you hear.
But I will tell you, this is my body, and nobody. You got people telling me I gotta wear a mask, or don't wear a mask, do this. Everybody wants to tell me what to do, but you won't let me make my decision about my body. You are not the person to make that decision. My doctor and myself and my child, that's who makes the decision. And one of the things I really want to point out before we go is the reason abortion came about. Women in this country lived forever with it being illegal. Okay? Women, when they decide something is not right for them, they're going to take it into their own hands. Well, we got tired of tripping over women in bathrooms, public bathrooms, who were giving themselves abortions because there was nowhere safe, nowhere clean, nowhere to go. This law came about because people wanted people to have somewhere safe and somewhere clean. It has nothing to do with your religion. This is not a religious issue. This is a human issue. If you care about me as a human being, you should know 3 things. Getting an abortion is not easy. Making that decision is not easy. It's not something people do lightly. It's not something that you can just do. It is a hard, awful decision that people make. And if you don't have the wherewithal to understand that, to start this conversation with, I know how hard this must be for you. If you're starting it by telling me I'm going to burn in hell, then you're not looking out for me as a human being, whether I subscribe to your religion or not. And that is not okay. We will be right back.
What you think about that?
Whoop, you right. I mean, it's how you gonna just tell somebody, you know, what to do with their body, what to do with their life. That ain't what you put in the office for. You know, you were put in an office to govern the country for the betterment of the people in the country. Whether you know you agree with everything or not, but you're not put in there to regulate how a person live their life. You know, like she's saying, it's a hard decision. It's a decision, you know, as a man, it's a decision I know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? I know how I would feel. You know, I know how I would feel if a woman had an abortion with my child. I know how I would feel. But how I feel, it got to be 10 times worse for her because she's carrying it. So, you know, I think, hey, it's the law of the land. Hey, it's the person gotta live with the decision. You know, they gotta live with it one way or the other. So who am I to tell, you know, who am I to tell you?
True.
That's how I feel.
I think she hit it all on the nose. First of all, just tell me she'd have had a few abortions too. She was fucking.
I don't think I kind of got that too. And see, but another thing, what she was saying, and what we was hitting on earlier, you know, about it wasn't about a religious thing or, you know, whether you agree with it or not. It was a human thing where you had women in the bathroom, like you were saying earlier, with coat hangers and using vacuum cleaners and this, that, and the third, and going to these doctors that ain't safe, and you doing things that ain't safe and ain't sanitary.
Exactly.
Okay. Why would you want to go back to them days? Because you know it's coming. Why would you want to push women back into them days just because you say, okay, it's illegal now? That don't mean it ain't gonna get done. Okay, cocaine illegal. People still snorting it.
Yeah,
come on. So what the hell?
I don't know when you say why the first black lady, I love her too. I love the
right.
Vice president is so quiet. It's like, what do you want her?
No, she ain't, because she did because she did speak out.
I just want to know what you want her to be saying. What is the thing that she need to be saying? She's not in the Supreme Court, first of all.
Hold tight. I gotta pull that up there because I saw it today.
How she feels about this Roe v. Wade. It's like that's an unnecessary topic to get on to ask why she ain't saying that. Like, why she quiet? That don't make any sense. And
she ain't been quiet because she's
a Democrat.
Because she spoke out today, and I'm about to pull that up now. I got my trusty phone with me. Oh, yeah. You know,
but there's nothing she can. I mean, of course she gonna talk the way normal. She been talking her whole career because she a Democrat. If they been following her, they already know what she think about. You know what I'm saying? So that's just when we talk of Democrats, we already know how they feel about these things. They the ones been fighting for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you've been disrespectful when you be like, why they quiet? Like, what do you mean? Where you been at? You haven't been paying attention to these people. You know what I'm saying? So. You talking about recently, or you about to play something recently, or when?
See, Kamala Harris calls leaked Supreme Court draft opinion overturning Roe v. Wade a direct assault on freedom. Mm-hmm. So she has spoke out about it.
Well, she always spoke
Vice President, right?
She had a speech a couple of months ago about Roe v. Wade before this even came up.
Mm-hmm. See, people out there, y'all got to pay attention. See, a lot of y'all, I don't want to say that, but a lot of people out there, y'all don't pay attention until it's the presidential election is coming up. Like that's the only election that count. That's not the only election that count, because you got midterms coming up. Those count. You got elections for your local officials or mayors, your aldermen, and so on and so forth. Your attorneys, state attorneys, and all that. Those count, because those where the laws are made, and those are where the laws are tested. If you don't, if you really want to know where the laws come from, the laws are tested at the state and it's the state level and lower, at city and municipal. That's where they test this shit out, that before they bring it up and run that on a national level. And y'all got to understand that every election counts. You know, people like, fuck that. I ain't worried about who on the school board or nothing. Okay, but then your kids grow up dumb, and you wonder why, because you wasn't worrying about who was on the school board.
True.
Okay,
I had that conversation before with somebody. Right. I was like, bro, do you even know who running this school board? Some old big bigot. Like, they don't even supposed to be there, bro.
Right.
You running shit when you got the president. Right. It's a leakage down all the way down to your motherfucking school superintendent, motherfucker.
People don't want to vote for sheriff, but then they get mad when this fool run around town locking everybody up. Oh, bitch ass nigga locking everybody up. He had to lock them up for that. But you voted, you let them get voted in.
All right, this Camilla right here, the 49th anniversary of Roe v. Wade. This was 2 months ago.
To plan their own families, to determine their own futures. Roe v. Wade advanced women's equality, and that case saved women's lives. But this year, the United States Supreme Court will issue a decision in a case called Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. The court could overturn Roe versus Wade.
Wait. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did everybody hear what just been said? Remember, this was 2 months ago before this thing even came up, right? She already hinted to the fact that this might happen. We're going to try this shit. See what I mean? She probably was the first person to even hint to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right to choose. But the proponents of overturning Roe have been clear. They want to take away that right in every state. Well, our administration has been equally clear. We took an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. And we will fight to protect a woman's right to choose. In our first days, we rescinded the global gag rule, which forced organizations overseas to choose between receiving assistance from the United States or providing reproductive health care. We also restored the only federal grant program that is dedicated solely to providing family planning services, the Title X program. Since then, our Justice Department has cracked down on individuals who intimidate people who are seeking reproductive health care. In the wake of the Senate Bill 8 in Texas, a law that blatantly defies the Constitution, bans abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy, and gives cash incentives for vigilantes. Our Attorney General sued the state. And our Department of Health and Human Services expanded Title X funding to providers in that state. At the same time, the Women's Health Protection Act sits before Congress. This landmark legislation will set a national standard and codify Roe versus Wade. The women of our nation have lived with too much uncertainty for too long. Congress must pass this legislation. You know, a few months ago, I sat down with providers from Texas and neighboring states, and they shared stories of patients who had to drive hours and hours to just receive reproductive health care. patients who were afraid that their family members could be subjected to vigilantes, patients who did not know how far along they were and were then denied the health care they deserved. The constitutional right of women to make decisions about their own bodies is not an abstract concept. It saves women's lives. So on this 49th anniversary of Roe v. Wade, let us recommit to doing everything we can to protect those constitutional rights.
Can't get no clearer than that.
Oh no,
You know?
at all.
A little bit before time, too.
As always,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Like the black ladies.
Ah.
One thing about this thing I like is when people be like, man, and when they criticize people in certain positions, right? Like, to me, it's no perfect politician for me, right? But to be honest with you, Obama
No.
wasn't even perfect for me. The black part made it perfect. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the
Yeah,
person himself, he wasn't aggressive enough for me. You know what I'm saying? For one. And he was too scary on a lot of shit. But other than that, he was cool. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'd rather him there than any
Okay.
other white person.
correct.
You feel me? But on
Correct.
one and another, he wasn't my ideal politician to be in those spots. I need somebody to be aggressive and go black. So I'm not gonna get that. You feel me?
Oh no,
That's my idea. You feel me? So I'm taking
Look.
the lesson that some people that's not going that far, but at least trying to do
Look.
things for black culture. You feel me?
see
So
what you just said. There was a reason. Al Sharpton is never gonna get in the White House.
not the Al Sharpton.
You know,
Hey,
Al
don't
Sharpton.
sweat. He came close one day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can't. He got on the debate stage, but you know,
He was close.
Jesse was leading at the polls at one time too. Jesse was too black.
True.
Jesse just got up there rhyming. You know, Jesse is the first rapper.
Now those two would be my ideals, right? Now you see what I'm saying? I would feel more comfortable with Al Sharpton in the White House. You see what I'm saying? As a black man.
Oh,
Like,
it's his own.
You feel me? I feel way more
Oh, his
comfortable
own.
with Jesse Jackson as president as a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's comfortability for me. You feel me, bro?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's none of those in the Congress right now about to run for president. You feel me?
Nah.
So I'm gonna never get my ideal president. But
Nah.
one thing I'm surely 100% clear of is the ones I don't.
Because when Cory Booker came out at the debates looking like he was crazy, that ended for him. He came out when he had that angry black man look on his face, his eyes bugged out, veins popping out his forehead. I was like, that's it for you, bro.
True. I just know who I don't want. The people like Biden president right now, right? Got no problem with it. He's not my ideal, but hey,
Yeah.
damn sure don't want no redneck bigot to be president. So I'm good.
Well,
You know what I'm
nah,
I
can't
think
have
so.
that. We had enough of that.
Now I got some.
We don't need another.
Everybody don't know what I got a podcast called T3 Free Podcast, right? And I got a
Uh-oh.
partner on there that me and him got into this same debate. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
Where he want to beat up on the Democrat, whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, don't understand that helps Republicans. You feel me?
See, that's the thing that burnt me up about Bernie Sanders.
Don't tell me that old white dude. I knew it.
That's what burned me up about Bernie Sanders. And what people won't realize what Bernie Sanders did. In that primary, when Bernie Sanders trashed Hillary Clinton, he trashed her. And he did not, and all he did, he trashed her and he divided the Democratic Party and gave Trump the playbook that got him into the White House. That's what Bernie Sanders, that's what happened in that election. Where he trashed her. about the emails and all this old other shit. Now Trump talked about use that email situation, whatever, where the missing emails and all that. And come to find out, this fool, he took about 1 million emails in Mar-a-Lago somewhere. They found emails, all types of shit in Mar-a-Lago, top secret documents and everything. Man, they found shit to classify at the presidential level. Fuck is you doing with this at your house?
Burning up papers
Come
and
on.
shit. Like, nigga, what are you burning?
Right. You were burning and shredding shit.
You ain't got no investigation on that
shit.
yet, yeah?
Right. He was just setting shit on fire.
Yeah, investigate that shit,
is-
bro. Fuck, he set shit
Seriously.
on fire. They got burner phone and shit. Why are you president with a burner phone? What are you doing?
Right. Because all this all the January 6th shit coming out now, they was just, oh man.
That's
They
crazy.
was on the
That
phone.
January 6th shit crazy, bro.
That shit crazy.
All the congressmen, all the police officers, all the shit that was
All
involved
that
in
shit.
bro.
Clarence Thomas and his wife. Oh my goodness.
It's just deep. That shit deep.
Deep. Now, speaking of deep, I know it was something I wanted to bring up. U.S. government says that Brittany Griner has been wrongfully detained in Russia. And now they're going to negotiate or try to negotiate for her release.
Wait.
What was we saying a couple of weeks ago? Putin, like, we got one.
True.
We got one. So now.
Wait. So, first of all, if Russia says she broke the law, it's hard for us to then say, nah, she wrongfully locked up. Like if somebody came here and went in the store and just start snatching coats out the joint and ran like one of those dash and run things.
Right.
You can't then say Russia can't call and be like, "Oh, bro, you wrongfully locked them up." What? Fuck you talking about? This our law. You can't run out the store with shit. Fuck wrong with you? That's thieving, nigga. That's stealing. You go to jail ASAP.
Yeah.
You mean Russia? So that's what I mean. Like you can't tell. I don't know if you can tell Russia that, hey, nah, you locked up for no reason. Like the bitch had some illegal shit.
It said the State Department has now classified WNBA star Brittany Griner as wrongfully detained in Russia, and her case is being handled by the Office of the U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs.
Damn.
Roger Clemens, a State Department official, confirmed to CNN. Now, at this point, what they saying is, if you got this case is being turned over to the Office of the U.S. Special Presidential Envoy. See, this to reach the presidential level for hostage affairs.
Damn.
So y'all saying she being held hostage.
That's what I mean. So that's what I'm thinking. Like that hit it on the nose because I'm thinking, all right, first of all, she in Russia, she gets locked up. You can't then say, no, you locked her up wrong. So it's something we missing. Because if that's Russia law, she broke it, then you gotta negotiate to get her out. Not say now, you got her locked up for no reason. Like we missing something. With a connection that I'm losing is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody bullshitting here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. See, the whole story ain't out.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense now. Now when you do that, it
so
don't make no sense.
So if y'all gonna have to do a hostage swap for her, like you did with that hostage swap you did last week.
That's what I was thinking from the beginning of this. There's no way she can get out of this. This Bama is at war. He got an American locked up in his jails. I know he's treating her real good. He's not fucking with her. He's making sure she's
I don't know.
He ain't doing nothing to fuck her.
I don't know. She might have took her. She might have took her ass whooping or two.
Nah, they ain't touching her. They gonna make sure she's nice and precious by the time Biden and somebody get over there. She gonna look good. She gonna be telling them, oh no, they treat me good. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna make sure that, because that's their bargaining chip. They can get a lot of it. They gotta let her go, and they gonna have to get something for her, bro.
They gonna try.
Then they gonna try
to
maneuver her into the Ukraine shit. Watch.
Mm-hmm. But see, you got her. You turn her case over to the hostage affairs. So this to move to another. This to move to another level.
Whole nother thing going on now, bro.
Mm-hmm. Because this didn't reach the presidential level.
We're in a situation where we can send some motherfucking snipes in. Now when you start this shit here, like, well, we're gonna blow like they did Osama bin Laden ass.
Mm-hmm.
Just something blew up 6 niggas in front of you. Like, hey, rings.
Okay.
6 niggas gonna blow
when
up.
When it comes to our efforts to free Americans, the Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs, Ambassador Carson, he will go anywhere. He will talk to anyone if it means that we are able to come home with an American to reunite that American with his or her family. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Tuesday, that was the day, the decision to classify Griner as wrongly detained was made in coordination with the hostage negotiator and the State Department. So that tells me they're already negotiating to get old girl up out of there.
Yeah.
You know.
But when you say a hostage negotiation, now you telling me
we on to something. We on to something.
They just snatched her up and just made up that bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like she over there on a trumped up charge.
That type shit. Gotta be.
And y'all just wanna hold her now on this old trumped up charge.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the snippets that everything trumped up and they just snacking, holding her ass.
Yeah, because they like she went through the airport with a kid coat.
That nigga gonna have something. Release some of these motherfucking sanctions, please and thank you. I give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let my banks go.
Yeah.
You know?
You give me 2 banks. You give me 2 banks. I give you Brittany.
You know? 2 banks in my daughter account.
Right.
Give me those 2 things, man.
Oh yeah.
That'll be good. Fuck around with this nigga, man. But I don't know if you heard
about it. Because you know.
What? What'd you say?
Oh no, I ain't say nothing. I'm about to say you with me.
I don't know if you heard about main man trying to get rid of all student loans.
Oh yeah, I could use that.
That'll be tight as shit though, yeah.
Yeah, I could use that. You know, I just started going back to school myself, so I could use that, not having to pay them loans back.
You tripping? No, this is for motherfuckers that already got loans. They got pay on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
He talking about everybody forgiveness on all that shit. But
yeah,
this is a key point though. Do you think it should cut off at a certain income level, where everybody cutting off their student loans?
That's a good question. I think if you can afford to pay it, you should pay it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just some people out here, you know, if you at the poverty level or something, gotta get them people some relief, but you don't need no relief. You don't need no relief.
That's what I'm saying, but all right, so if you get everybody relief on a college tuition, right?
Right.
The government is taking up all the money for all your everybody that got debt. They're just gonna pay it all off for free to move on with your life. Yeah, remember, most people go to college and shit, come out with debt and don't even get no jobs and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Gotta give another job.
They come out with debt.
Right.
You gotta You gotta get a job sweeping floors, pay for your PhD. Ain't that a bitch?
Exactly.
That's a bitch.
So if you eliminate all the debt that they have, right? So now if they don't get those jobs that coming out of college, they still not, you know what I'm saying, being held back where they could just move on and still not be in so much debt where they can't do shit. Get a car, nothing. Apartment, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta.
I don't think you thinking
if you going into debt with all these student loans or whatever, I mean, you know, you ain't got no money to pay full tuition. You know, there ain't no scholarships coming your way. So, you know, you ain't at the you ain't in a high tax bracket, put it like that. So at some point, you know, you got to get these people some relief, because if you coming out at a point where the jobs in your field is limited, how you gonna pay your loans?
Exactly.
You know, if you come out here with a PhD in neuroscience, but you working as a janitor, you need some relief.
Your feelings gonna
you
be
need some relief, and you need it bad.
That's true.
So
what do you think then? If they was to say, all right, income bracket, what would be the income bracket then? That you'll stop them there. All right, you can't pay them. You have to pay your own shit.
but everything else they want to start at like 250,000. If you make it 250,000, if you make it $250,000 a year, you should not have no student loan debt
at all. Why the fuck
all.
you even got debt? Nigga, what's wrong? You're looking at you got this money.
Right.
Get in there, take your into debt. Fuck wrong with you?
Right. You making $250,000 a year. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You shouldn't have no debt.
But all right,
No.
I look at it though like this, right? All the people that went to school got debt and shit. I think if the government paying the debts off, I think I don't care what your income bracket is, you should go ahead and if you got debt, they should clear yours too. It shouldn't be a income bracket for that shit. It's like,
I mean, yeah, you can look at it as
$1 million.
you can look at it as fair is fair.
I'm saying you can make $1 million a year.
That.
You shouldn't have no student debt, but we watched Obama be president with student debt. You feel me?
Yeah. But we know one thing, he ain't in debt no more.
That's the damn joke.
All them books he done sold.
But that's ironic though. You had a black president still in student loan debt as president.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's possible.
But you know, the Clintons didn't get rich till they left the White House.
Yeah, they was
filthy rich now.
Them niggas he ain't had no student loan debt though.
He ain't said no student loan debt.
You pretty broke.
He was paying off them hoes.
You really broke. You ain't finished paying your debt, but you're president now. Like, oh shit.
Right.
Should you still have to pay that though if you president? Shouldn't have to pay that shit.
I don't
Why
know.
the fuck do you have to pay anyway though? When a nigga president,
right?
Fuck is y'all talking about some student loan? I'm the president. Fuck wrong with you?
Right. I ain't paying shit.
The loans work.
Hey, look here. Hey, look here. When you put that budget through, wipe out that student loan debt out.
Yeah, now. But I don't care if you make $1 million or $2 million. If you got debt, you shouldn't have no fucking debt, student debt. You know what I'm saying? But if you do, I think it's for everybody. It shouldn't be no income bracket because they all pay taxes. So since they all pay taxes, the government paying it off, they should be part of it too. There shouldn't be no break. No, you get it. I pay taxes too, motherfucker. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? That's right. What money they using to pay these motherfuckers off. So get mines too. Fuck wrong with you? Even though if you're a millionaire, your ass should not be in debt for no student loans, motherfucker. Fuck wrong.
Nah, you in debt for student loans and you a millionaire. You need your ass whooped.
Motherfucker.
You need your ass.
In debt for some fucking
You
reason.
need your ass whooped.
You be smacked by a motherfucker.
Thoroughly.
Will Smith need to smack you a new one.
Right. You said Will Smith over your house. Club your ass.
Man, all motherfuckers with debt, they should have a list. This should be Will Smith's job from now on. You can't do nothing else. You can't act.
Right.
We won't see you act. You're not funny. None of that. Your job is to list of motherfuckers.
Slap shit.
Like, what's that motherfucking joke they had when motherfucking companies and shit, where everybody's stealing the money, PPP loans and shit.
Right.
His job is to go shit like that. The list of that, or niggas that make $1 million and got student loan debt. Like, nigga, what are you doing with that? There should be a list of those. And his job is to go to their motherfucking house and just slap them. Then walk back out.
Knock on the door. Knock on the door.
Like,
Can I
nigga,
speak to such and such?
Yeah, then just turn around, open the door.
What's wrong with you?
And pimp walk the bitch right back out of there.
I'm here to talk to you about your student loan debt. Let's go all upside the head.
Hey, hey, it's Will. Will at the door.
Right.
Hey, what's up? Smack.
Right. Are you such and such?
What the fuck is that? Will just smacked the shit out of me, bro.
Right. I just got backhanded by Will Smith. Will Smith knocked the shit out.
That's him.
The fuck is going on here?
That's what you making $1 million for having student loan debt, you
right.
jackass. What's wrong with you?
Right. Hey, look, I sent Will Smith over a motherfucking house like Ed McMahon at Publishers Clean House. It'd be just like this. You know, it ain't Ed McMahon. Pow.
ASAP.
ASAP.
Everybody that do dumb shit should be a list for motherfucking Will Smith to go smack. ASAP.
Right.
You put that list up. Student loan? You still in student loans? Okay.
Oh, really?
You want to take
that's your ass?
Put that list up. A list of PPLs. Okay. On your way, Will.
I call them one time and be like, hello? Yeah, I'm calling you about your student loan debts. And you owe. But I ain't got it right now. What you gonna do about it? Well, we gonna have to put you on our Will Smith list.
You just hang up. Okay. You gonna be smart?
Yeah, then hang up.
Next thing you know, name. Hey, it's Will.
Right.
What's wrong with you, boy?
Motherfucker be looking out the ring. Hey, it was like a doorbell camera. Don't open that door. It's Will Smith.
ASAP.
I sent Will Smith over your house. Y'all be running like the Jehovah's Witnesses.
They smacked the shit out of these niggas, man.
They smacked them. That nigga said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Still in student loans. What's wrong with you, bro?
Right.
Man, we about to get up. You got someone you want to talk about before we get out here? We about to roll up out this. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Yeah, that.
Nah. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up next Tuesday night and see what the hell else that went on this week.
Yeah,
you know, ain't no telling what might happen. This shit is crazy. This shit is seriously crazy.
That Supreme Court shit is it's gonna fizzle out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but man, but you know, I don't ever remember a time that the Supreme Court been in the news so much for so much wild shit.
That's true.
It has been. It's the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is supposed to be quiet. You don't supposed to hear from them about nothing until they issued an opinion on something.
No bullshit. Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, yeah, you got justice. These motherfuckers, the Supreme Court done gone rogue.
Another thing they trying to hurry up. Cause I think one of them about to retire again, and then Biden get to stick another black lady in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you said,
right.
Man,
I think
having that thing smell like coconut butter in that bitch.
Smelling like cocoa, smelling like shea butter.
You know? And some ham hocks cooking in that bitch. What's wrong with y'all?
Right.
Oh, white mother come in. Hey, what is that? Collard greens.
Chicken wings, motherfucker.
You like my grandma was
you know?
Wait, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down. What's wrong with you?
Don't put no salt
you know, he had have a fish fried.
There's no salt in it. Don't put no salt in it.
They don't have a fish fried. They have a fish fried at the Supreme Court every Friday.
You know? Oh, white
You know?
man, I gotta retire. I can't do none of this stuff no more.
You know, we play Al Green. We play Al Green in the elevator at the Supreme Court.
We got Al Green playing and shit. Collard Green cooking. Like, hey, what got going on in
Hey.
this one? I thought we Supreme
Who
Court.
the fuck is Anthony Hamilton?
Hey, we know we gotta get rid of that bum with the redneck wife. We get rid of him, we'd be good.
Who you talking about, Clarence?
Yes, and Deidre.
Clarence. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
and
him.
Deidre. Got to get rid of him.
Oh, Clarence and Jenny.
He's I forgot my man.
Something wrong.
With the black skin but white inside.
Oh, Oreo.
Oreos.
The Oreo.
Them Oreos.
The Oreo. Yeah, old Cookie. You gotta get rid of old Cookie.
We out though. Till
We out.
You know what I'm saying? Now we'll do politics. For you boys. You know what I'm saying? Rap. B.I.D. Jones.
Right.
You know who I am. And that's Commander Tone over that bitch.
Oh,
We
this
out.
bitch.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view. You know?